Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dinosaur channel. This is your home on the internet for all things dinosaur and prehistoric. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the top things you guys need to do in Orlando's Jurassic Park and Islands of Adventure. There's no shying behind it, Jurassic Park is a huge part of this YouTube channel. And there is currently no other place on Earth that encapsulates the real feeling of Jurassic Park than Jurassic Park at Islands of Adventure, Orlando. From the rides to the shops to the restaurants, it's all here, baby, and we're going to walk you through the best. And make sure you stay tuned for the last location because it's brand new and super exciting. So let's hit it. So here we are at a giant wooden bridge that's actually crossing over this sort of river. Through here, there's gonna be a little curve into the jungle of sorts. And we'll be in officially the Jurassic Park area and the official Jurassic Park gates, which is super exciting. So without any further ado, welcome to Jurassic Park. That epic intro aside, let's talk about the Discovery Center at Jurassic Park. The Discovery Center is Island of Adventure's take on the Visitor Center of the original Jurassic Park in 1993. It's got everything you could imagine in here and more. Marketed as technically a play area for kids, this place is super involved and it's basically the heart of Jurassic Park in Islands of Adventure. Now, while yes, there's many activities for kids in here, an adult, especially somebody who loves Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, is going to have a blast down here. The top level enters you into a rotundra where you can see an incredible fossil diorama of a tyrannosaur and a sauropod. The design is heavily inspired from the Visitor Center in Jurassic Park, so you'll get major throwback vibes to that. Around the top level rotundra, you have the Dino Store, which we'll get into a little bit later. But taking the stairs down below, you'll find the main activity center. You're going to have characters from the Jurassic Park universe walking around, scientists, lab engineers, and more. There's a heavy focus here on hatching dinosaurs. And you can pretty much recreate the scene in Jurassic Park where John Hammond hatches a baby velociraptor. It happens every few minutes on average. All the scientists will call you over to the glass window where the laboratory is, and you'll witness a baby velociraptor hatching. Also, occasionally, the staff from Jurassic Park will walk around with baby dinosaurs. In my time there, we saw a baby triceratops that you can pet and interact with. Pay attention to the fine details in the laboratory, the feeding schedules of the dinosaurs, the different props that are really in line with the Jurassic universe. It's super cool. You've also got multiple mini games down here. One of them called the Biosaur Station. In this area, you can find some animatronic dinosaurs you can control. One of them being a Tyrannosaurid, one of them being a Brachiosaurid, and the other one being Stegosaurids. You can hop in them and control them like puppets. They have pretty limited motions, but the animatronics are pretty cool to stare at, and they're definitely a cool experience for kids. And as for enjoying some of the ambiance in here, the windows directly behind the Biosaur Station, to me, are Jurassic Park. There's no attraction here, but just standing near these windows really makes you feel like you're standing in the park in Jurassic Park. There's nothing but outstretched Florida jungle, and you can't really tell where you are. It's super cool. As well, enjoying the murals all around the bottom floor of this area. We're going to talk about some of the other mini games that exist here, but as you walk through from minigame station to minigame station, there are tons of murals to walk around and appreciate. The art is super cool and it feels just like something you would have seen in the Visitor Center in the real Jurassic Park. Alright, as for games, you've got You Bet Jurassic, a cool amber-themed Jurassic Park trivia game. You've also got the InGen DNA sequencing game, where you can sequence different dinosaurs' DNA and come out with embryonic results to see what the final dinosaur will look like. We've also got the Discovering Dinosaur Station, where you can use a scanner on a fossil rock wall and discover different dinosaur fossils inside of them. And lastly, you've got the bioscanners at the nursery. Not exactly a mini game, but a really cool experience where you get to pick up dinosaur eggs and scan them to see what's inside. So next up, we'll go to the top floor of the Discovery Center. Here you have the Dino Store, which might be the coolest dinosaur store on planet Earth. It's got all of your Jurassic World merchandise, whether it's officially licensed toys by Mattel or exclusive toys made just for the Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure Park. The bottom line is, if it's Jurassic, it's in here. They've also got these incredible maquettes put up of the velociraptors and different dinosaurs from the Jurassic universe placed all around. So if you're a huge Jurassic fan like me, you're gonna get a real kick out of this place. Do keep in mind that most of the souvenir items here come at a pretty steep price, so you're gonna need a budget if you're willing to spend here. Phew, that's a big one. The Discovery Center is one of the main attractions here, but next up we'll go on to what is undoubtedly the biggest attraction, when you come to Jurassic Park at Islands of Adventure. And we'll just take a moment in the middle of the video now to remind you guys to please subscribe and turn on those notifications. As well, comment to us what is your favorite part about Jurassic Park and Islands of Adventure, or a part you're looking forward to visiting on your visit here in the future. We could use all the help in the world right now to grow our channel, as we recently got demonetized by YouTube. Your support truly means a lot to us. This is the Jurassic Park River Adventure. There used to be 2 of these in the United States. Now the one in California has been reverted to a Jurassic World one. So you're really only going to be able to experience the essence of Jurassic Park's River Adventure here in Orlando. Without spoiling too much, the ride essentially guides you via John Hammond's voice on a tour of Jurassic Park by the river. You'll see different dinosaur species interacting with the water and with you, and you'll be plunged into a chaotic moment where the carnivores break out. You'll see the most famed carnivores in the Jurassic Park franchise, and eventually you'll come down plummeting a giant 80-foot drop. You will get wet on this ride, so come prepared for that, but it is a ride that is always thrilling and always super fun for any dinosaur nerd. And at the end of the river adventure, you have Jurassic Outfitters. Okay, so it's not that special in comparison to the Dino Store, as it is a gift shop that you have to walk through exiting the ride. But this is a place where you can also pick up your photos from the ride and look at some exclusively more Jurassic Park River Adventure-esque stuff in this shop. That being said, you will be able to find some stuff that are exclusive to this store rather than the other one. Still worth checking out, still very cool, but if you've seen the Dino Store, you've pretty much seen it all. Next up for rides, we have Pteranodon Flyers. This is a kids-only ride, unless you're a parent. So for those of us who are adult-sized dinosaur lovers, you're not going to be able to ride this one. I've never been on it myself, but you're supposedly able to get the best views of Jurassic Park from up here. Again, you can only go on here if you're a kid, or you can accompany your child if you are a parent. And Pteranodon Flyers is conveniently located inside of Camp Jurassic. So speaking of kids, Camp Jurassic is basically a kid's ultimate Jurassic experience. But it's almost like walking around the Netflix Camp Cretaceous at Jurassic World, but in real life, and based in Jurassic Park. There's really cool environments to walk around, jungle gyms, and buildings to climb, but one of the biggest secrets of this place that most people don't know, which is cool for adults or kids, is a huge cave system that runs through the bottom of it. You can walk through here and see really cool stalagmites, waterworks, lights, and hear the sounds of dinosaurs running through the cave. It's super cool and a do not miss for any age group. So another area that you do not want to miss is the raptor encounter. You'll come here, wait in line to get a chance to interact with Blue the Velociraptor. There's a person inside of a lifelike Blue the Velociraptor suit with a trainer. They'll make some jokes with you and give you some time for a photo op and to interact with the animal. It is super cool. One of the coolest things to do, but another one of the coolest things to do is to check out the vehicles of Jurassic Park. So I did some research online and I wasn't able to clarify if these are the actual screen used ones. Either way, they're as accurate as they can be. You have the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer, and keep in mind these sometimes are moved around different areas of the park, but this Ford Explorer is as accurate as it can be. It's got all the right decals. It does look like it's been faded a little bit because it's been sitting out for a while in the sun, but nonetheless, it's super cool and something you can definitely nerd out about. And of course, you'll never want to miss the Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler. Now, while I was there, it was placed under the Spinosaurus popping out of the jungle. From what I've understood, that's not always the case, and looking at photos of myself in the Islands of Adventure as a kid, this Jeep Wrangler was sometimes in front of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I think they move it around occasionally, it just depends on when you're there. When I was at the park, I couldn't actually find the T-Rex bust, but it's in that park somewhere, just depends when they bring it out and place it around different areas. But nonetheless, the Jeep Wrangler is super cool. You have a photo opportunity there as well, and it just looks amazing to see one of these iconic Jurassic Park vehicles in real life. All right, it's time for us to bounce into the food section of this video. Let's talk about all the different food stalls that you have here in the Jurassic Park of Islands of Adventure. There's many of them, and they're themed like actual Jurassic Park establishments. So the first one, right when you walk in from the Jurassic Park gates, is called the Watering Hole. It's pretty much a place for refreshments and light snacks and food. Directly next to that, you got Jurassic Pop, a popcorn stand for Jurassic Park. I love the theming of this one, and the signs up top are just magnificent. Here you can get more than just popcorn though, churros, roasted nuts, souvenir buckets of popcorn, all kinds of things. If you're looking for your Italian fix, you can go to Pizza Predatoria. This is also one of the larger food spots in Jurassic Park, with a really cool moving raptor emblem on the outside. Also themed very in line with Jurassic Park, and you've got a wider variety of food options here, but still not the biggest. If you're looking for more of a light snack, you can head over to Jurassic Park Hot Dogs. This is a hot dog stand. Again, you're going to be able to get more than just hot dogs here, like little light snacks and refreshments, but hot dogs are the main fix in this spot. Now, here's one of my favorites because it actually has an interesting name, Natural Selections. This is another refreshment stand, pretty much only for drinks, but you will have some food here occasionally. Again, everything here is themed just like Jurassic Park, from the drinks to the drink stand, to the food. It is so cool. Another one of the smaller refreshment stands is called Bone Chillin' Beverages, but still another great food spot for you to look for if you're looking for some light snacks. And now for our two largest restaurants in Jurassic Park at Islands of Adventure. You've got the Thunder Falls Terrace restaurant. This is the restaurant that sits right next to the River Adventure, and when people fall down that large drop, they're splashing right onto the restaurant, so you get a full view of people riding the River Adventure. It's really, really cool. This is the bigger, more buffet-style, cafeteria-style restaurant with tons of food options from main courses to appetizers, light snacks, whatever you want. And if you're looking for your sort of full-on Jurassic Park restaurant experience, you'll check out the Burger Digs. This is inside of the Discovery Center, just across from the Dino Store. Unfortunately, none of the food items are Jurassic themed really, and we got the food. It was pretty expensive and kind of average. I think their food game could be better. It would be really cool if they implemented some themed food here in the future. That being said, getting to sit down in a restaurant with Jurassic Park themed murals all around me and dinosaurs everywhere, it's a pretty cool experience that I wouldn't really want to give up on. Alright, and something that's open since the last time that I was in Islands of Adventure. This was actually still under construction last time I was there, so I don't have footage of myself riding it or even seeing it. But it is the Velocicoaster. It opened up June 10th, 2021, so not too long ago. It's pretty much brand new, and it's sitting where the old Triceratops Encounter attraction used to be. It was a super cool area where you could see the sick Triceratops from the first Jurassic Park movie. The Velocicoaster features two high-speed launches, a signature 150-foot tall or 47-meter tall drop. It's got 4 different inversions and a maximum speed of 70 miles per hour. I have heard nothing but praise from everybody that I've heard ride the roller coaster. It's absolutely epic that there is a Jurassic Park Velociraptor coaster in Islands of Adventure now. And just to hit you guys with some honorable mentions, around the Jurassic Park River Adventure area, you have a rock climbing wall, mostly made for kids, but you can have the experience of rock climbing in Jurassic Park. Very cool. Some things that I would tell you guys to look out for, especially around the area where the Ford Explorer is. On the sidewalk on the ground, there are super detailed traces of old fossils, whether they be plants or shells. It's something really cool to notice the fine details that were made in this park. I highly recommend taking a second to look down at the floor, see where you're walking, and pay attention to those fine little details. As well as around the different trash cans and trash bins in the Jurassic Park area. You'll see beautiful cutouts of different species of dinosaurs all around. And of course, when you're in the Thunder Falls Terrace restaurant, pay attention to some of the lamps. You'll see species like Parasaurolophus and Triceratops etched into the lamps at the top. There are many, many different little details that you can notice all over Jurassic Park at Islands of Adventure, but I'll leave you guys to do the true exploring and find them for yourself. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys discover next time that you're there, and I'll try to make a follow-up on this place very soon in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on those notifications, as we are trying to hit monetization on this channel again. We could use all the help that we can, so please share around this video as well with a friend if they're planning on coming here soon. Let us know down below in the comments a place or a dinosaur location in the world you would like us to explore in the future. And you can also donate to this channel by checking out our PayPal in the description down below. And that's it from us at the Dinosaur channel. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.